Aloha sewing friends! Welcome back to my sewing pattern tutorials channel, where every week I teach you to make cute beginner friendly sewing projects that you'll actually want to sew, gift, or even sell. Today we're sewing the cutest little mini messenger card wallet that I designed to match the mini messenger bag sewing pattern that I made in my last video for my kids. And the best part is that this sewing pattern for the card wallet is absolutely free. I just ask that you like this video, subscribe, and real quick right now, comment the word Aloha below and I'll share the wallet pattern with you for free so you can print it and sew today. I also made these super cute pretend play cards if you're making this for kids, but this is for adults as well. You can make it however you want to for whomever you want to. So let's get started. If you want to add some structure to this is totally optional, but you can add some one-sided fusible fleece or another interfacing to the back side of your outer fabric for your wallet. You only need 2 pieces of scrap fabric. This is going to be my outer and the pink is going to be my inner. And you do want to be careful if you have a directional print later on, and I will make sure to tell you that. So that way you face it the right way so that the flap is right side up. So you don't want your fabric upside down. So you're going to get both of your fabric pieces and lay them with the pretty sides of the fabric together. So the wrong side of the fabric is facing you. Then you're going to pin or clip it all the way around. And on the bottom left side, I like to leave about a 2 to 3 inch hole opening. So that way I can flip this right side out later. So I sew all the way around using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving this hole opening right here on the side. I've done that here. Now you can see the hole opening that I left here on the side. And I want to go ahead and clip each one of my corners. So that way when we flip this right side out, there's not a bunch of bulky fabric in that corner so that your corner won't be pointy. Now go ahead and flip this right side out by going through that hole opening with your fingers and just pulling and tugging however you can. I also like to go in with a chopstick and smoothen out all of my seams and poke out my corners, making sure not to poke too hard because you can go right through your stitches. Now let's close that hole opening by putting our fingers right inside and then pulling it apart. It should flip that fabric inwards about a 1/4 of an inch. So that way it lays nice and flat with the seam on the outside. Then I press it flat with my iron. And then we are ready to assemble it together into the little wallet. The printable pattern piece has the markings and cutting dimensions for this, and it is linked below in the description box. It will tell you where to make these folds, but this is how you fold it together. And that's why it's so important to be careful about how your fabric is facing if you have a directional printed fabric that has to lay a certain way, so that way it's not upside down when you close it. Now let's go ahead and top stitch all the way around the top and the sides. You can see I stayed about 1/8 of an inch away from the side of my wallet here, and that created the pocket. So now we are ready to fold that top flap down. Again, this marking is on the pattern piece for you, so that way it makes it easy. And then I just like to press it flat with my iron to create a nice crease. And you can be done at this point. It is literally a 5 to 10 minute sewing project, but I'm also going to add some snaps because this is for a 6-year-old little girl and I just think she'll like it. You can also sew on hook and loop if you wanted to, but you would want to do that before you sewed the pocket part into a pocket shape. Don't forget to make sure to like this video, subscribe so that you can see easy tutorials just like this every week. And it also pushes this video out to YouTube, which really helps me to be able to do these videos so that more people like you can find these free patterns. I absolutely love making them. I am a nurse and a mom of 4, and this is my passion outside of being a mom and nursing, of course. But I just want to say how grateful I am to every single one of you that watches and engages with my tutorial videos for the sewing patterns. I love it when you guys leave me comments. I read and respond to every single one of them. And who would you make this for? Is it for a kid? Is it for yourself? Match your tote bag? Who would you make this for? When my daughter has birthday parties that she goes to, I always like to give a gift of some kind of bag and wallet because they're super quick and easy to sew, and I can normally do them with my scrap fabrics. So I get it done in like 20-30 minutes for the whole set. So they make the perfect gifts for little girls, but these are also for adults, like I said before, men or women, girls or boys. The printable pattern pack that I made for this sewing wallet project has a more detailed tutorial on how to add snaps if you've never done that before. I will also put in where you should put the hook and loop if you were sewing that on instead of adding snaps. The entire snap kit that I'm using in this video cost me about $9. I will link below in the description where you can get these if you want to use the same ones. I like that they have so many different colors, but you can buy them pretty much anywhere. They have them at craft stores, stuff like that, but they are a little bit more expensive when you buy them in store than when you buy them online. So I will link that below in case you want to get these too. And now we are completely done. Thank you so much if you made it this far. And don't forget, I also include those cute little printable cards for kids or the handmade with love gift tags. You can add to them if you make these for a gift or if you make them to sell. They look really cute, I think, and give a nice little presentation of the gift that you're giving. And if you want the matching purse bag pattern, I will also link that below in the description box for you.